Racing. The lineup for the first heat race: Ron Holbein in car number 3, alongside car 29, Bob Justice. Randy Sword and Charlie Osborne make up row number 2. Then come Larry Peterson and Jim Cruz, Ken Sword in 74, and finally Russ Bob in 53. 8 racing laps, your first heat race in the Limited Sportsman Division. Osborne in 02 into the wall along the backstretch. He keeps it headed in the right direction. Bob Justice, your leader in car number 29. Randy Sword is second. Ron Holbein got a handful in that car number 3. He holds on to the third spot. Holbein is third. Two laps down, and Justice now begins to draw some heat from Randy Sword. Meantime, Ken Sword is off the track in turn 4. It's Bob Justice, Randy Sword, now Charlie Osborne up to third place. Halfway, Bob Justice in 29. Justice, your leader. He spells it J-U-S-T-U-S. Bob Justice. Randy Sword looks for a way underneath. He'll try to move him out of the way, but not to be. Justice holds on to the bottom line. Now Charlie Osborne pressures Sword on the outside, and we've got a yellow as Ron Holbein spins in turn number 4. Ron Holbein in car number 3. Fourth lap. At that time, Bob Justice was the leader, and he'll start. And apparently we've got Ron Holbein in car number 3 leaking some fluid. So looks to be water probably from the way the steam looks, and we're going to have to get the kitty litter out. The lineup: Bob Justice, Randy Sword, Charlie Osborne, Larry Peterson, Jim Cruz, and Russ Bob. 4 laps down, 4 remain in this 8-lap first heat race for the Limited Sportsman Division. Larry Peterson begins to make his move on the outside of Charlie Osborne. Peterson in the green and yellow 71. Everyone else content to hold the bottom line. Now Peterson makes his way toward the outside of the orange 73 driven by Randy Sword. White flag. White flag that time by. That was an invisible white flag. And your winner will be Bob Justice. Randy Sword is second. Third, Larry Peterson. And fourth, Charlie Osborne. On the inside of row number 1, car 33, Carl Stapleton, and outside in 98, Mike Rush. From Grove City, Ohio, on the inside of second row, it is Robin Pennington, and outside in 00, Dick Kelly. The third row in car number 31 is Dennis Kelly, and alongside in car 20, Mike Brown. The next row, car number 0, Zero Hill, and by the way, he had the track record for about 10 minutes with a Ford engine car, by the way. And alongside your new track record holder, car number 12, Don Renner. 8 laps to go. Mike Rush, the leader in car number 98, and Mike Brown is a spinner in the fourth turn. Mike Brown in 20 along the outside wall. Eight laps still remain. And now it's Zero Hill spinning in turn number 2. Don Hill Jr. 8 laps. Carl Stapleton, Mike Rush, and Robin Pendleton lead them around. Dick Kelly moves inside of Pendleton, or is Pendleton just setting himself up to try to advance on the outside? Now Kelly, tries to squeeze inside of Rush, but can't get the job done down the backstretch. 1 lap complete. Complete. 3 laps complete. Don't pay attention to the sign. We're trying to get it going here. They'll be halfway this time. Now 5 laps complete. White flag this time for Carl Stapleton. Now Pendleton closes on Stapleton. Zero Hill is third. Pendleton moving on the outside, but it'll be Carl Stapleton, your winner. Carl Stapleton in car number 33. Number 10, Bill Cantley. Bill Cantley in 10. Alongside in car number 1, Terry Humphrey. Terry Humphrey in car number 1. On the inside of the second row in car number 21, John Vallow. And on the outside, your fast qualifier, Dick Dunleavy Jr. Cantley and Humphrey slug it out for that top spot. Cantley on the inside, Humphrey on the outside. And now Terry Humphrey in that Lumina, the leader. White flag for Terry Humphrey. Cantley now slips behind as Humphrey has got that car dialed in. Here comes Vallow on the outside to challenge Cantley. Your winner will be Terry Humphrey. Second goes to John Vallow in 21. Third in car number 10 is Bill Cantley. And fourth, your fast qualifier, Dick Dunleavy Jr. Humphrey, the leader, winner, here tonight on Basil Oil Night, also Century Video Night. His car is sponsored by Basil Oil, also Humphrey's Engine Services. The lineup for the first late model heat race. Denny Dean and Larry Harris, Paul Sheffer and Ed Duncan, Carlton Smith and Greg Markham, and Shane Johnson on the tail. 10 laps to go. One lap now complete. It's Larry Harris, your leader. Denny Dean is second. Now Ed Duncan moves on the outside. Larry Harris begins to pull out a bit of an advantage. Ed Duncan pulls along, trying to pull alongside. Okay, Ed Duncan, much faster than his qualification time. So we'll throw a yellow, and he'll go to the tail. We call that breaking out here at the Speedway. Eight laps are complete. 8 laps down. Larry Harris, your leader. White flag for Larry Harris. And your winner, Larry Harris in car number 4. Second goes to Greg Markham. Third, Denny Dean. And fourth, Carlton Smith. Shirley Hartzell to the bottom of the tower, please. Shirley Hartzell to the bottom of the tower. '61, Mike Ward. The second row, car number 70, is Joe Hill. And flanking him in car number 2, Gary Estes. The third row in car number 94 is Robbie Dean. And outside in 71, Gary St. Amant. And finally, 55, Bussy Blackford. And car number 3, we're going to have to check on a driver's name for car number 3, Donnie Gregory. Oh, here we go. Donnie Gregory in car number 3. So we'll get underway the next time around, the 10-lap second late model heat race. Laps. Edwards and Ward lead the field around. And Mike Ward with a slick move takes over that top spot coming down the front stretch. Edwards is second. Now Gary Estes is third. Mike Ward the leader. They'll be halfway this time around. Six laps complete. Mike Ward the leader. Now Estes closes in car number 2. White flag for Mike Ward. Estes is second. Third is Robbie Dean. And the winner of heat race number 2, Mike Ward. Oh, it's still early, folks. I was practicing for a Sunday night event, and then they told me yesterday that we were racing on Saturdays this year, so I didn't have enough practice. That's the problem. Yeah, that's the ticket. 4 laps. Bill Wellman, the leader of lap number 1. Wellman, the leader. Don Parsons is second. Slugging it out with Donald Parsons for that second spot. Dan Brown hangs on to that 4th and final position. He'll get the white flag this time by. And your winner, Bill Wellman in car number 6. Bill's car is sponsored by Delco Auto Electric, the Junkyard Lounge, and Papa Joe's Pizza. Also Earl Isaac's Photos. In car 42, Scott McCandlish. 8 racing laps for these daring young men in their street stock machines. What a start that was. Wellman, the leader. Don Parsons is second. Slugging it out with Donald Parsons for that second spot. Dan Brown hangs on to that 4th and final position. He'll get the white flag this time by. And your winner, Bill Wellman in car number 6. Bill's car sponsored by Delco Auto Electric, the Junkyard Lounge, and Papa Joe's Pizza. Also Earl Isaacs Photos. In car 42, Scott McCandlish. 8 racing laps for these daring young men in their street stock machines. What a start that was. It's Borman, Randall Borman the leader. Rick Rodewalt is second. Dean Stuckey third. He can take it back out on the road. We don't care. $28th and 29th, $8,000 to the feature winner. Eight laps remain for the street stocks. Randall Borman leads them around. Borman the leader. Second is Rodewalt. Closing in third is Dean Stuckey. Randall Borman the leader. 2 laps now complete. Jim McCauley is off the track on the backstretch. McCauley out in 33.
That's just 2.
And now Rick Rodewalt. Oh my goodness, they're 3 deep on the backstretch. And Joe DeFelice moves up outside and, oh, a near miss. Borman, I'd like to have the toilet paper concession in that car about right now.
How saying you think your race tomorrow will be entertaining?
Joe DeFelice the leader. This guy is a rookie. First time ever in a race car in competition. Rick Rodewalt is second. Rookie driver in car 44. Coming around to complete lap number 6. Joe DeFelice.
This is 6.
Second is Rick Rodewalt. Third is Ron Mangus. They'll get the white flag this time around. Mangus puts some pressure on Rodewalt for that second spot. Still hanging on to fourth is Dean Stuckey. And Mangus now on the outside of Rodewalt. Meantime, Joe DeFelice. Oh, and Mangus is Spinning in 4. The winner is Joe DeFelice. Second goes to Rick Rodewalt. Somebody bring me my heart medication. Who finished third? Anybody know? I think it was Dean Stuckey in third. Oh. So how about that? First time ever in competition for this driver, Joe DeFelice in car 44. Craig Osborne. Second row, David Dysinger drives 27, and Buddy Townsend behind the controls of 04. And the third row, car 24, Mike Hamilton, and flanking him in car number 3, Butch McAllister. And your seventh and final competitor for this heat race, car number 4, Phil Gussler. 8 racing laps. Saturday Night Live, Columbus Motor Speedway. Nachman the leader, Osborne is second, Dysinger third, as they traverse the backstretch. Oh! One. Nachman the leader, Mike Hamilton now second. Who's that? Phil Gussler up to third. Halfway this time by. Hamilton squeezes inside of Nachman. Nachman a spinner in turn number 2. He's got that car number 90 back underway. Mike Hamilton the leader. Second is Dave Dysinger. Third, Buddy Townsend.
Get ready to send 7, Reese.
White flag to Mike Hamilton in car 24. Dysinger is second in 27. Third now is Butch McAllister in car number 3. Craig Osborne off the backstretch into the infield. Dysinger looks for a way around Hamilton. They're coming to the checkered flag this time. Dysinger moves alongside of Mike Hamilton in turn 4. It'll be close at the line, but it's Mike Hamilton the winner. Dave Dysinger finishes second. Third goes to Butch McAllister, and fourth in 04, Buddy Townsend. And that'll do it for a heat race competition here at the Speedway tonight. So we'll have a brief intermission and be back with the limited sports. Randy Sword. Car 02 is Charlie Osborne, and 71, the driver Larry Peterson. The third row in car number 9 is Jim Cruz, and alongside of Jim in 33, Carl Stapleton. Then comes car number 98, Mike Rush, and car number 10, Robin Pennington. 00, the next competitor. The driver is Dick Kelly, and alongside Dennis Kelly in 31. Then comes car number 20, Mike Brown, and car 0, Donnie Zero Hill. Your fast qualifier is next, and new track record holder, Don Renner, and outside of him in 53, Russ Bobb. Then comes car number 3, Ron Holbein, car 74, Ken Sword, and car 25, Jim Kidd. Get a white flag. The next time we'll be underway. Ches Brown Oldsmobile Pace Car. Five laps to go. Ken Sword with an early exit in car 74. Ken Sword is out. Your leader is Bob Justice. Larry Peterson tries or challenges Justice on the outside for that top spot. Justice sideways, and Peterson takes over. Larry Peterson, your new leader. Randy Sword is second. 4 laps now complete. It's Peterson, Randy Sword, Robin Pennington, Bob Justice, and Dennis Kelly, the top 5. You're doing good. Now Pennington will challenge Randy Sword on the outside for that second position. Larry Peterson and Robin Pennington now is second. Pennington up to second. Pennington bears down on the leader. Peterson still tries to hold that low groove. And a yellow. Mike Brown. And it appears Jim Cruz with an incident over on the backstretch. Are taped and put on video cassette, and you can purchase them. So stop down behind the main grandstand if you're interested in purchasing a videotape of tonight's action. 9 laps completed. Larry Peterson, Robin Pendleton, Randy Sword, Dennis Kelly, and Mike Rush, the top 5. Peterson slips up, coming off the second turn. And Pendleton tries to squeeze underneath down the backstretch. Halfway, and your new leader, Robin Pendleton. Off the track in turn 2. Brown Peterson slows on a backstretch, and Randy Sword is there to take advantage of it. Pendleton stretches his advantage. The next time around, and not to be, Zero Hill with a spin in turn 2. Brings out the yellow flag. Two laps remain. Robin Pendleton, Randy Sword, Dennis Kelly, Mike Rush, Dick Kelly. Now Dick Kelly tries to move inside of Rush for that 4th spot. White flag. And the 00 takes over 4th spot from Mike Rush, but Rush fights back on the outside. Your winner will be Robin Pendleton. Randy Sword is 2nd, Dennis Kelly 3rd, Dick Kelly 4th, and Mike Rush finishes 5th. Countryside Electric, and Butch Bando Concrete. Car owned by Raleigh Hyder. He's out there collecting that Cam 2 hat from Allen of Basil Oil. Number 2, Gary Estes. Alongside in car 94, Robbie Dean. The second row in car 71, Gary St. Amant. And alongside in 55, Bussy Blackford. The third row, car number 10, is Bill Cantley. And car number 1, Terry Humphrey. In row number 4, car 21, John Vallow. And outside of Vallow in car number 5, Dick Dunleavy Jr. The orange number 70 is next. That's Joe Hill. And outside of Joe in car 61, Mike Ward. Then comes car number 7, Bob Edwards. And car 23, Greg Markham. Number 19 is next. That's Carlton Smith. And then number 49 is Ed Duncan. 77, Paul Sheffer. And 44 is Shane Johnson. Number 3 is Donnie Gregory. And car number 12, Denny Dean. Brian Knuckles to the tower. Brian Knuckles to the tower. Racing laps. The meat and potatoes of tonight's Basil Oil Century Video Night. The Ches Brown Oldsmobile Columbus Motor Speedway pace car off the pavement on the backstretch. We're set for a start. Estes and Robbie Dean lead them around. Five-time track champion Robbie Dean is the leader. It's Robbie Dean, Gary Estes, Terry Humphrey, Bussy Blackford, Dick Dunleavy. And now Terry Humphrey is second. Your leader, Terry Humphrey, is second. 9 laps now completed. Humphrey doesn't appear to be catching Dean any. Gary Estes still third. "11 laps now completed. Moving on the outside of Gary Estes, racing for that third spot. And John Ballo is now third. Halfway this time by. Car 94, Robbie Dean. Alongside of Humphrey for a second. John Ballo now second. Humphrey third, Gary Estes fourth. Denny Dean drops off the pavement on the backstretch. Denny Dean is out. Robbie Dean begins to encounter lap traffic. Dean in 94. Ballo is second. And Carlton Smith spins on the backstretch. Carlton Smith in 19. That's your top 10. 22 laps are complete. 13 remain. Blackford moves past Estes over in turn 2. Bussy Blackford takes over that 6th spot. And Bill Cantley is out of the race in car 10. John Ballo stalks the leader. 10 laps to go this time, 10 laps. outside, Vallow on the inside. They're door to door. Vallow on the inside. Dean hangs on the high groove. And a yellow flag. Robbie Dean looks to the inside of Vallow. Vallow looked a little surprised. I think Dean caught John by surprise. Is third, Gary St. Amant fourth. Robbie Dean still stalks the leader, John Vallow. White flag this time. The winner will be John Vallow, Robbie Dean second, Terry Humphrey third, Gary St. Amant fourth, Bussy Blackford, Joe Hill, Mike Ward, and Donnie Gregory. So the results may have been the same as many events a year ago, but a new, or I should say an old face, is reestablished himself as a competitor, and that's Robbie Dean. Let's hear it for Robbie Dean too. A good run, finishing second. Down there with Allen from Basil Oil with his Cam 2 hat. .20 racing laps. 18 laps to go. Clyde Trowbridge on the move in 69. Now Rick Rodewalt moves to the outside row to try to pressure Marty Wallet for that top spot. Now it's Rick Rodewalt up beside Marty Wallet. Buddy Townsend squeezes inside of Dean Stuckey. There's a real log jam for that second spot. Rodewalt, the new leader in 11. Rick Rodewalt, the leader. Marty Wallet second in 71. Here comes Don Parsons in 12. Moves around 4 cars in 1 lap. Don Parsons is second. Now Donald Parsons the third in car 25 goes 3 deep in turn 1. Donald Parsons is up to 4th. Your new leader is Don Parsons in 12. Rodewalt is second, Wellman third, Donald Parsons the third is 4th. Three abreast on the backstretch for that second spot. And now Donald Parsons the third sets his sights on the leader, Don Parsons. Bill Wellman is third. They'll be halfway this time by. Don Parsons in car 12. Second is Donald Parsons. Third, Bill Wellman. 4th is Danny Brown. 5th, Mike Hamilton. Don Parsons in car number 12, the leader. He rounds 4. 12 is first. 25 is second. That's Donald Parsons. Now moving up to third is car 2, Danny Brown. Relegated to 4th, car number 6, Bill Wellman. 5th is Mike Hamilton in 24. 6th is Phil Gussler in car number 4. Brown now moving up to challenge Donald Parsons III for that second spot. And now Brown off the pace in car number 2. Danny Brown off the pace. Your leader is down the backstretch. Don Parsons. Donald is second. Bill Wellman is third. White flag this time for Don Big Daddy Parsons. Donald Parsons is second. Third is Wellman. After that, I don't have a clue. I think Mike Hamilton is fourth. And your winner will be Don Parsons. Second goes to Donald Parsons. Third, Bill Wellman. Unofficially, fourth is Mike Hamilton, I think. Phil Gussler should be fifth. Again, that's unofficial. So, a wild night of racing. Thanks for coming out. And don't forget tomorrow's action here at the Speedway. A double header this weekend. The Nationwide Auto Parts 300. We'll be racing on Saturday night. Saturday Night Live here at Columbus Motor Speedway. As Don Pardo